welcome back. It's been a while. Hope you had a great holiday season, and I hope your new year has started well. Before we get started, I'd like to ask if you find today's video helpful that you consider liking the video and subscribing because it helps the video reach more people. Alright, so today I wanted to show you a very inexpensive USB microphone that's more geared towards streamers and gamers, but it could definitely be used for things like podcasting, or even provide you just a little bit better audio quality for your video calls. The model of the microphone is called the Ampligame, and it's sold by a company called FiFine. Now I do want to be transparent and let you know that they did provide me this microphone to review. However, they aren't sponsoring this video or influencing any of my opinions on it. Alright, first things first is the company name. I'm not mispronouncing it, that's literally how they told me it's pronounced. But I actually do think that's a perfect way to describe this microphone. It's fine. If you take a look at the microphone, you can see it's designed similar to other USB condenser microphones, but this one actually has the pop filter and the shock mount built into it. The pop filter even has a little smile printed on it for you. But considering that this microphone is about 40 bucks, it's nice that it comes with a pop filter and a shock mount so you don't have to buy those separately. There's only one knob on this thing and it's at the bottom, and that's to control the gain. So you're still gonna have to monitor your audio through your computer's hardware. Additionally, you have the ability to mute the microphone by touching the top panel. It's not actually a button, it's just responding to touch there. And believe it or not, muting the mic is the only way to turn off the RGB lights on this. Which, yeah, it's cool to have an indicator to know that you have the microphone muted, but it would be nice if you could turn the RGB lights off sometimes. And that's really all the RGB does, it's an indicator of whether the microphone is muted or not. Otherwise, there's no way to set this to one color, it just continues to cycle through. One thing that I'm happy to see, but I'm not really sure is necessary for the price point, is the USB-C port. I'm not really sure that people with higher end setups are going to be in market for this type of microphone, but in the box you actually get a USB-C to USB-A cable. You can plug this microphone directly into your Xbox or PlayStation as well, so it makes sense that it comes with a USB-A cable. The only other thing you're going to get in the box is the microphone stand. And funny enough, the microphone stand is actually heavier than the microphone itself. And that brings me to what my biggest concern is about the product, and that's the durability. You know, I'm not really sure what you would expect at this price point, but it's definitely all plastic. So because the shock mount and the pop filter are built in, and they are also both plastic, this microphone probably wouldn't survive in your backpack with your other gear. At least not unless you had it in its own type of hard shell case or something. I'd even be willing to bet that if you tighten down this bolt tight enough, that it would eventually crack the bracket that connects the microphone to the stand. And because it's all one piece, then you're stuck trying to figure out another way to mount it. So I definitely do not recommend over tightening that bolt. And obviously none of this really matters if the microphone doesn't sound good, but that's actually something I don't think you have to worry about. I've actually been using the microphone to record this entire video. Usually I use a Rode NTG4 Plus plugged into a Sound Devices Mix Pre 3, but right now you're hearing this $40 microphone plugged into my Mac running through Logic Pro. But literally any audio recording program should work for you just fine. Now I can't say that I recommend it for recording videos. Because of the pickup pattern on the microphone, you're going to deal with things like room echo with this. And adding that extra step of plugging things into the computer and setting up the audio program and things like that is probably not worth the effort. Because it's a USB microphone, you don't have the luxury of plugging it into things like a field recorder. But if all your videos are recorded at home or in your office or something, you could totally pull it off. You know, but for 40 bucks, I really can't complain. And like I said before, the name is pretty fitting. The mic is fine. Alright, that about wraps things up here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would again ask you to consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel to help it grow. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Later.